Hey, what's up, guys? So I thought I would create this. I thought this would be kind of a cool like series. So everybody knows that I teach creative financing and whatnot, and so I love it because we get to be the bank, and that's kind of like our goal is really like true cash flow. I do like rentals. I think they do a lot of good, like especially over time. But they just don't seem to like cash flow. In my experience, I've probably still got I don't know, 30, 40 or so rental properties. But man, I don't really count them as my cash flow. I've got a few corporate rentals that cash flow very nice, but it's because they're set up to where the corporation covers the repairs and the maintenance and really anything associated with the property. So it's kind of like a note. And so I thought I would create this cool little series of like documenting my way to a certain amount of cash flow. And so this first one I'm going to do documenting my way to 10 grand net cash flow. And so I've got my cash flow around, I think it's 36,000 today, just in the notes. And my business eats up a lot of it and everything. So while it is true net cash flow, we use a ton of it for, operations to pay. I've got some phenomenal, teammates that I get to work with, they get a big old portion of it. And so for salaries and bonuses and commissions and all that fun stuff. But I just thought this would be a neat series. It's going to mean a lot to me because it's made a big difference in my life. And so I'm going to do this. I'm going to and my hope is that it encourages people to look at this side of the business because we provide home ownership at the end of the day. And if you don't know what most of this stuff means, just follow along here. And, I think you'll get it over time and start to really understand. I don't have any clue how many videos this is going to be. I think so this is going to be 0 to 10K. And so this is going to be one of my very first ones that I've done that I'm going to cover here now. And then that's probably like 20 videos, probably 20 notes, give or take. And then I'll take it all the way. Then the next one will be 10 grand to 20 grand and 20 grand to 30 grand. And then by the time I get that one done, hopefully I can do a 30 to 40 grand. And so by the end of 2023, I want to be at 50K net cash flow. And so I'll post these on Facebook. If you got friends interested in real estate, try to show them this or share it so that they can understand it. And I teach this stuff too. And so I have an apprenticeship. I'm very proud of it. It's fun. Like this, I teach it the way like I was taught. And so it's a cool way to like get to know this stuff, get some more awareness and whatnot. And I'll always show you guys the numbers too, because that's what I think makes it fun. It's like a rehab, right? The before and after type thing. So let's take a look at the first one. This will be like hopefully the junkiest one, right? I'm a professional real estate investor, but I'm probably not a professional presenter. And so, because I'm literally working in my woodshed and on 20 acres in the middle of nowhere, but this is exactly how I want it. And so, guys, this first house, let's take a look. So this is going to be, it is 250 Brown. And so again, just bear with me. This first one will be clunky, but I'm going to show you like the purchase and sale agreement, and then I'm going to show you some numbers. And so let's take a look here. Okay, cool. Let's see if we have any pictures here too. Sometimes I'll have pictures, sometimes I won't. I really don't know. Dang. Okay, no pictures. Let's see if we can find this online. So here's the home we bought. So it's 250 Brown in Spartanburg. There's a way to get my face out of here. And so this is what it actually looked like. Okay, cool. So these pictures are accurate. So this is what it looked like about the time that we bought it. So really pretty brick house though, in a good area. It's by the fire department. It was really making kind of an upcoming. And so this is an owner finance property, right? So we don't do anything to them. We let our buyers come in and do whatever they would like. And so bought this from a couple, and they needed to sell it. They needed their money, and we actually gave them. I think I gave them like 20-some grand, 22,000. Yep, gave them 22,000 in walkaway money, and I took over their existing contract for deed. They had a contract for deed, so we took over their existing contract for deed that had an underlying mortgage of $850, principal only. So this is a 0% loan. So this house will be free and clear. I think it'll be free and clear from 7 years from when I bought it, and I think I'm on year 3 or 4 now. So it's been a little bit, and so I'm going to show you guys these numbers. I'm going to draw them. And so now let's look at what we sold it for. I like showing the purchase sale agreement so people like understand and they can like validate it. And I'll probably only do this in a few so we don't give away like everybody's info. But then so bought it for 110, sold it for 160, got 35,000 down. So gave 22, got 35, so that works out okay. And now let's take a look at the numbers. So we said the purchase price was what, 110? The walkaway money, so we call it walkaway money. That's what we give the seller. And so we gave him 22 grand. That leaves a mortgage of what, 88,000? Interest rate, big O zero. That's just phenomenal. Figures this was one of my first ones. And my underlying payment, $850. Okay, so cool, right? But we sold it for 160,000. What was the down payment? 35. That's pretty good down payment there. We don't get those all the time. Wish we did. Interest rate, we sell it like around 10%. And so if you guys don't know how to use a 10BI calculator, that's what I would. Oops, that's a lot of zeros. I would encourage you to. I mean, you can use whatever financial calculator you want, but I like our 10BI. Check this out. I'll show you how to come up with these numbers. And so see right here. So we sold it for 160. I got 35K down. So that leaves what? 125,000. So that's your present value. 10%. This stuff bores you and you're in real estate. It shouldn't. And so in is 360. Then you solve for payment. So you can see we're really close to that 1,100 a month. I always try to round up so it's easier numbers. And so look at the profit on this deal. I'm going to show you. This was one of my very first ones. So we get paid 3 ways, right, when we do a deal. We get paid on the down payment. And what did I make there? I got a highlighter, I thought. There it is. Is that a highlighter? Well, let's find out. Oh, I bet that's not. That's not a highlighter. Oh, cool. Sweet. All right. My son's favorite color is green. Let's do green. Yeah. All right. So we get paid 3 ways: down payment, note, and cash flow. Every single deal we do, right? So what's my down payment? So my down payment is the difference in what I gave the seller and what I collected, which is how much? That is, it's 12 grand. Wow, that's ugly. Okay. And then my note, what I was using, this maybe? No, stick with this. Okay, I'm not going to highlight them again. And then my note is the difference between my underline, let's put a line by them, and my other underline. So both my mortgages, which is 37,000. Oh gosh, I'm never going to find the right thing. Let's just make everything a different color. Told you guys this would be my first one. All right, and then my cash flow. What is that? $250 a month? Oh my gosh. All right, so $250 a month. So anyway, you guys kind of get the gist here. So down payment, we made 12 grand. I got a $37,000 note, which by the way, guys, is growing $850 every single month. Okay, so this thing almost goes up. This note value almost increases 10K. It does increase 10K a year. So I've had this 3 years. So can you guys do that math? That means this value is already at least worth 67 grand of this note. This is cool stuff. This is more advanced, like whenever you start looking at the future and the wealth division, like within this industry. But let me show you guys something cool that I couldn't have known, didn't know at the time, and I couldn't be happier with this deal as it sits. Cash flowing $250, $37,000 note, already grown to 60 or 70. So if he refinances me or pays me off, boom, $67,000 payday, and I made 12 grand up front. Check this out though. This guy just so happens to want to be paying things off like a little bit quicker. And so I pulled it up here. I use apartments.com for a lot of my collections. And look at this. So there's like 1116. His taxes went up a little bit. Look at this. He pays $2,000 a month. How long has he been paying that? $2,000, $1,500. So he pays $2,000 to $1,500 a month. So what's that do to my cash flow? So now instead of him paying $1,100 a month, he's paying $2,000. So that's 900 more bucks per month. So add those two together. That's my cash flow off that house. And it's still growing at 850 bucks a month, which this kind of offsets it because he's paying principal down. But isn't that insane? That's one house, 1,150 bucks. I don't know how much your guys' rent is or your car payments, but that might take care of it. And so, guys, this is, I'm only going to count this as like 250 cash flow, but you can see here it truthfully is 1,150. But as I document the journey here to 10 grand, I'll see which one I'm going to use. But nonetheless, guys, I'll either use 250 or I'll use 1,150. I don't think I have to use 1,150 on this. So I think I only have it as a couple $100 bucks. So, because it's an amazing underlying pay down. So guys, hope that was cool, man. Look forward to, answering questions that people have about it. I'm sure I'll get 2 views on YouTube, but I bet by the time I'm done with this, I'll get a couple 100,000. So thanks, guys. I'll catch y'all later. Where's the pause button?